Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Skyliners, and now Sky Watchers. Oh, yes, folks. Oh, it is a grand, stupendous day. Not only is it April 1st, which is April Fool's Day, you gotta watch out for those crafty fellas over there on X and those other social media platforms, because they will get you believing some stuff, that's for sure. But this is an amazing day for this channel right here. Not only did we achieve a tremendous milestone in 2,000 subscribers, but we have now been fully monetized. Oh yes, folks. Now I know a lot of people have been asking, hey, when can I super chat? When can I go ahead and give some memberships? Well, guess what? You can right now, today, as many people have found that membership button. Thank you so much to everybody who has decided to become a member at the Sky Watchers level. Yes. We only have one tier right there, but it's a good one, I think. We're going to have emojis, as people have been starting to use right there. So we have, I think we have somebody over here. Let's see if we can bring them up. I think OG Dutchy has found the emoji button right there. I think they only let you do 4. So I was like, okay, well, we definitely got to do the Skyliners. I think that would be appropriate. Shape language. A little bit nod to our past right there. Shape lang. Producer MJ also has one. And of course, Vash does as well. We'll be adding more as we get more memberships in there, because they only let you start out with 4, whatever. But we'll get plenty more in there for you. That'll be awesome. And I see so many different members out there in the chat. Oh my goodness gracious. We're going to have to hit all of these and more, because we want to go ahead and bring out the kudos. And there are some chats that didn't actually make it into StreamYard. So that's great. I'm going to see how I can actually showcase those, because I think they're every single person out there, every single one of you who gives and so forth and supports us. We want to go ahead and make sure that you that we support you in return right there, that we fulfill the promises that we have made for you. So let's go ahead and bring on an amazing panel right here. I don't want to keep them waiting in the back too long, because we have so many great people who have supported us throughout the years that I've been on YouTube right there, and we got to go ahead and showcase them. Let's go ahead and put on producer MJ. Hello there, MJ. Thank you so much for coming on in this wonderful 2K celebration stream. This is going to be awesome. We also have Tom, who's been just a force when it comes to this channel and so many others that he moderates and provides content for. Thank you so much, Tom, for coming on in. You know him, you love him. If you've been watching Hollywood Backlight with Lou and you should, by the way. You know this next gentleman right here. It is the amazing, the incredible Lou Wasserman's Ghost. Thank you so much for joining in on the amazing fun right there, Lou.
Where else would I be when my best bud and mentor of Blue Light is having such a great milestone? Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Newcomer on this channel right here, but a fan favorite. We had to bring her in. Jess, hello there. Thank you so much for coming on back.
Hey.
Everybody loved your appearance, Jess, I will say. And when MJ said, hey, who's the guest list? I'm like, well, we got to put Jess on there. There's no question.
Well, thank you so much. It's great to be back, and congratulations. You did 2,000 so fast. How quickly did you pull this together? Was it like a month?
Like 2 months or something.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
It was quick. Yeah. But you helped make that possible, Jess, because so many people, when they tuned in, they saw you and they were like, hey, this is worth subscribing to. And hopefully they subscribed to you as well. I think they did. But thank you so much for joining us here, because I know you're extremely busy, and somebody who has taken a little break from live streaming and now is now participating in this live stream right here. Give it up for the one, the only Barry Place 28. Yeah. Hello there, sir. Great to have you on. Oh, you are muted.
There he goes.
Kind of helps if I'm not muted, right?
There you go, Bob.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. As you mentioned, it's been a few weeks since I've taken off, because unfortunately my father went to hospice and passed away. But I'm happy to be here, and congratulations on 2,000 subs. That's amazing. So
it's absolutely incredible. And Bob, we've been collaborating for We do have some fireworks. Unfortunately, they haven't been updated. So they contain a previous milestone, but hey, you know what? I guess what's good for the goose, good for
Play
the
it
gander.
twice. Well,
1,000. Yeah, well, I put in the request for 2, and unfortunately, we were able to fulfill in time, but that's okay there. I think fireworks are in order right there, so even though a little bit out of date, I think they're absolutely appropriate. Lou, I like your suggestion, though, playing it twice. That's a very interesting thing for sure. But
the goal's so great they played it twice or something like that.
yes, indeed. Oh boy, do we have things to get into when it comes to the world of theme parks? But I definitely wanted to shut you guys out because you absolutely made this whole thing possible. The monetization, everything else wouldn't have been possible without you. And oh my goodness gracious, OG Dutchie, coming on in here. Now we have to talk about these members right here. We have to take a little time for them because goodness, they have been so generous. OG Dutchie coming in here gifting 20 Vash Sky ParkCast memberships. My goodness, thank you so much, OG Dutchie. By the way, she's been absolutely phenomenal, unbelievably supportive, and she also, before this stream started right here, gave 22 euros, I believe. You are amazing. I want to get that on screen somehow, but unfortunately, StreamYard didn't actually capture it. I'm going to think about how I can actually do that. But thank you so much, OG Dutchie. Absolutely phenomenal, and I'll also becoming a member as well. Thank you so much. And looks like Tom became a member as well, becoming a Skywatcher right there. Thank you.
I muted myself, but yes, I did become a member.
Well, thank you so much. Very much appreciate that. You and the mods over there, and Go and Shogi with you right there, doing some amazing stuff for us, moderating and keeping the chat clean. Thank you so much, Go and Shogi and Tom, for becoming members at the Skywatcher level right there. Members only live streams, by the way, also part of that. I think I want to have one this Saturday, so keep on the lookout for that, and you'll be notified when we go live as part of your membership. Very, very cool. Thank you. And we have, it did populate. There you go. Ochi right there, 22 euros. Okay. Well, that is good. Thank you so much, Ochi for everything. Awesome stuff. And Juliet coming in here before the stream started as well with the 5 British pounds sterling, I do believe. Evening Vash Sky ParkCast and Skyliners. Yes! Thank you so much, Juliet, for modding and doing all that. Great stuff right there. So good. We have Captain Fandom Nerd also becoming a new Skywatcher. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Oh, man. The outpouring of support is tremendous. Nathan7478 becoming a new Skywatcher. Thank you so much, man. People were really, they were like, hey, when are you going to do memberships? And it's like, I'm going to do it, you know? And this is making up for lost time right here because Lou, you remember like that pod place, for example, people wanted memberships there as well. And we just simply just couldn't fulfill them. And
you would think YouTube would be more eager to take their money.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they are about everything else. So, go figure.
Right. Some of that was my personal failing, but
I just want to thank Jess again for being here, popping in as she could. She had a very tight schedule today. She has to make her way out, but thank you so much. Yes, she does. I saw her in the backlog. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's so good to see you all. Thank you for having me on.
We got your link in the chat there, so everyone subscribe to Jess and follow her on all her socials.
Dang. Jess, thank you so much for coming on in. You were just absolutely fantastic. I wish we had some more time with you. Let me go ahead and see if I can pop up your social medias right here because I think it's very, very important that we actually do that. There we go. Jess Hearts Theme Parks. That's correct. Mm-hmm. And we have our links right there. Mods, if we can help Jess out and showcase some of that, I think that would be most appropriate, but you can actually see right here. No, stop, remove. There you go. That's the one.
Yes.
Sorry about that, guys. There you go. There's Jess Hart's theme parks right there.
Thank you so
And,
much. Congratulations again, Vash. That's an awesome achievement.
And we'll see you tomorrow night, right, Jess? We'll
got
see
it,
you
ma'am.
tomorrow. Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
We'll see you guys.
oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, thank you, Jess.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow, maybe. That'd be
All
cool.
right, see ya.
Thank you. Oh man, Jess is so good. I wish we had some more time with her. I know people's time is valuable on here, and I want to go ahead and be respectful of that. But we gotta be respectful of everybody else as well, who are so generous. So that's why we're taking a little bit of time right here. I like to get into content. If people know me, I like to get into content like within 36 minutes of starting out. Like I'm really kind of fast, but this is such a tremendous occasion that I feel compelled. We gotta highlight the people who have been waiting so long to give what they can right there. By the way, Nathan, thank you so much for becoming a Skywatcher, and Dude Man Cuz also becoming a Skywatcher. Thank you so much. Space Day 2000. I know you've been waiting to become a member of this channel right here. Becoming a member, a Skywatcher as well. Thank you, and also too. Dan's Life of the Kingdom right there. Or, sorry, DL Fendel. I don't know why I said that. I think I saw him in the chat right there.
Yeah,
That's why.
He
But
probably
DL
has a life
Fendel,
of kingdoms, but I don't know.
DL Fendel also becoming a Skywatcher. Thank you so much for that. I see you popping around there. Pro channel and everything else. So thank you so much for that. Kit Kat also becoming a Skywatcher. Thank you. Goodness gracious, Space Day 2000. He wasn't done. Canadian $2. I know it's only 25 cents US, but here you go. Yeah, exactly. It's the dollar's not looking so good right now. It doesn't buy you that much gas right now. That's a whole other story for another day. Kit Kat coming in here with the $10. Congratulations, Vash. Well, thank you so much for that. That is awesome.
There is no truth to the rumor that Kit Kat financed that with selling some of those Kit Kats that she stole over in
That's a good point. 400,000 Kit
Kats.
Kats.
I want one.
Did you see? By the way, I think it was Family Fun Park or something. Actually, put up a social media post about that. It was pretty cool. I'll see if I can actually bring that up because I thought that was really savvy by their social media team for doing that right there. Cool stuff. But thank you, Kit Kat, for that. OG Dutchie. Again, gifting 20. Thank you. That is awesome. Look at that.
Is so awesome. Look at that.
Perry Place 28.
What?
What
Why
is
did that
going
guy
on
join?
right here,
Looks
Bob?
like a stalker. What are you doing?
Stalker. Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That
You're
is
welcome, my friend.
super cool right there.
Very much.
Man, I love that. Thank you for doing that, Bob. I really do appreciate that. And yes, our condolences are obviously with your family right now, and I know my family and me. I've been praying for you. So you coming on, it really does mean the world. Thank you, Bob, so much for that.
Absolutely,
Coming
you're in
member.
our thoughts and prayers for sure.
Absolutely.
We have another guest, and
Got a
everybody
guest coming up right here. This one is dear friend and fellow resident of Arizona. Let's go ahead and bring him on here. Culture Casino. Hello there,
that
Culture.
guy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm glad to hear Bob's doing better. So we both went through some health issues, so I can empathize, my friends. So, I think we're all suffering from some things. But I just want to say I wanted to pop in here for just a couple of moments and say, Vash, congratulations on 2K, my friend. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Oh, go ahead, please.
No, I'm impressed. I mean, the speed at which you did what you did and the beautiful community that you formed around. I feel like I'm repeating the same thing I said to you when you got to 1,000, but it's just like, that was like yesterday. So
It's
like,
so crazy. It's insane.
Yeah,
This
it's pretty.
This
wild.
outpouring of support, guys, is really like taking me back because when I thought about doing the membership thing, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna have a couple, and that'll be great for the people who are most enthusiastic about this channel. But the donations and everything like that, man, you guys are unbelievably generous, and that culture, you're a big part of that, I think. We had you on the first couple of shows right there, and I know we've been collaborating for years now of you, that Park Place and Pro and everywhere else. So culture.
Well, that's all well and good, but did he send you any purple potatoes? That's the big question.
Oh, that's a good point right there. Culture.
I actually owe Vash and some other people we know near us a pizza. There's this great place in Scottsdale that has very good pizza. It's reasonably prepared as to be considered almost healthy. So maybe we'll do that. But
fair.
look at well, the place is in Scottsdale, but it's also kind of central to where everyone is going to gather from. But it'll be fun, and I'll get to see some of my favorite people. But like I said, I just wanted to come in here and say congratulations. You're just killing it.
Yeah.
While you're in here, while we have you just for a little bit, because I know you had a midnight screening of the new Super Mario Galaxies movie right there. A lot of people are very hyped about it. A lot of people are really excited. Can you give us some insight? Spoiler free right there. I know you released a video. You can go ahead and promote that. But please give us an insight of what you're seeing, because I'm seeing some negative feedback over there online. What say you?
Well, I think that you get a lot of disingenuous feedback from the normal folks, the trades and the critics that try to hold themselves up in some special place that makes them differentiated from the audience at large. Perhaps they have better words to use to describe film, and if whether or not it happens to be Caprian or not, right? And you can definitely get into all that kind of dialogue and the monotony of the elitists, but this film is made for fans, so it's super fun. There's no moments wasted. In fact, I think they, instead of saying it was fast paced, it was a quick movie, they used the terms and words like frenetic and things like that. And while it is a fast-paced film, and it's 6 minutes longer than the previous film at an hour and 38 minutes. So, but it has to be, because it has to keep moving. It's telling multiple character stories and multiple character arcs at the same time. There was even development time for the new characters that maybe some people were never familiar with. And what's beautiful about this is, even if you didn't see the first film, but you are familiar with Mario and the world around it, you could pick up without having seen that film and be perfectly fine with it. This is fan-driven. It's not the best film ever made in my lifetime, but it's certainly satisfying. And I think that's all this kind of film needs to be. That's the same thing we used to consider superhero films for, I believe.
Well, I haven't seen it, but in a world where people, number one, a lot of people in this game want to stand out. If a movie is expected to be a hit, people put in negatives or doubts or what ifs just to stand out from all what they expect will be the plethora of praise out there. That's their goal. It's virtue signaling of a different kind. So you got to watch out for that stuff with these things.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I won't fall into the bashing at all. That's not the way I'm wired. Oftentimes, even if I don't find a film enjoyable, I'll try to find positive aspects of the film that were in place for a reason. I didn't have to look around for ways to enjoy this. And again, spoiler free, I'm just going to say the overlying arch is really well done, and this film will make you like Brie Larson again. So.
I was just going to say that. I was going to bring up Brie Larson.
Wow.
Because, right? We all know Brie's history, right? We all know what happened there, and, well, it's not exactly 2019 anymore. I have been kind of secretly hoping for a redemption arc for Brie, and she's kind of really coming to her own, because she's been baited a couple times to, maybe do the Rachel Zegler thing, right? But she hasn't done that. She actually restrained herself, and also too talking about how like the movies can learn from video games and so forth. I thought that was really insightful comments. Culture, are we hoping for a redemption arc for Brie? Is this kind of the start of it, you think?
I think this. I didn't expect it, but now I do believe that she's on the right path. She didn't attack fans. She talked very positively about the fan community. She has certainly proved herself to be one. I would say that she's redeemed herself in my eyes, right now. So I don't appreciate her as Captain Marvel, but that's an entirely separate conversation. In this particular world that she is personally invested in, because she loves Nintendo and the characters from within. I think all of us were playing the same games. She's obviously a bit younger than me, but I think she was playing Super Mario games just like I was. And and being a fan of the Swish, she got a chance to play. Well, look at that amazing game cartridge! But she got she got a chance to experience the world in both ways now, and she's one of the privileged few that get to represent that, in this way in a film. And because of Nintendo's involvement and Illumination's wonderful animation, I think the audience is going to find just a fun movie. There doesn't have to be a lot of depth. At least the story is intact. And I think there's a lot of growth there, not just for, what we've seen before, but for people who joined. Rosalina is well done, as is some of the other new additions, which I won't spoil for you. So.
Ooh, well, I know you have a spoiler-free review over there on your channel right now. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to Culture Casino out there. Is there anything else you want to let us Skylanders and Skywatchers know about what you're doing over there in your neck of the woods?
Obviously we have the Culture Casino. That's the main channel where I do the pop culture commentary, movie reviews, television reviews, et cetera, et cetera. But I just started a new channel. If you're interested, I know it's not a big crossover audience, but I do gardening, hobby gardening, and I do it for a reason. And I talk about why I garden, what I garden. It's called That Garden Place, obviously an extension of all of that park place, that game place kind of things. And it basically walks you through, how to go about not only growing your own food, but I'm teaching people how to prepare it in a healthy way. And, that fits with somebody who now has a very controlled diet like I do now. So from rebuilding potato beds to be from the ground raised beds, I actually put these on legs so that they're about waist high. So we're starting there, and then of course the world famous purple potatoes is going to be this weekend's effort. So I'm going to show people how to plant potatoes if they happen to have beds like this. It doesn't have to be ones that I build, or even in that design. Some people shy away from cedar beds because they're not necessarily great for the bug cultivation, the good bugs. But I do it because I do it because I'm trying to prevent bugs, and I want them to last for more than a season. So, of course, you could always paint them on the exterior. I would never recommend painting in the interior, but I would say that you could certainly line it with a pond liner, which is something I mentioned in the video. But you can watch the long form video. I've dropped several shorts. We've gained traction over the course of the last week. I think we have over 400 subscribers now. So I'm trying to follow you. I'm copying you, Vash, because
congratulations on 404 subscribers.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So. You guys are great. I really appreciate y'all. I really
Copy me as much as you want their culture. You are tremendously successful in everything that you do. And I'm just glad that you're able to sprinkle a little success, that little, that special growth fertilizer over here this way. Reference to That Garden Place, of course. So thank you so much for coming on and spending some time with us right here.
Thanks
I know
for
you're probably very tired, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but definitely want to get you.
I have to set up the Backlot show with Lou and
yeah, that's a show that Vash may have heard of. I was going to say,
he used to be the former regular host.
I'm going to call this 2 degrees of co-hostation.
There you go. And but after I do that, I got to take a nap. I 3 hours of sleep is not enough for an old fart like me. So
naps are a must. Yes.
Oh, sure, Tom. What do you got, Tom?
When are you going to release that banger?
Oh, no, actually, I might incorporate it in the shorts as I start to develop more shorts. One of the next shorts I think that I'm going to have is how to make your own homemade salsa. And it's another reason why I grow. That's another reason why I grow what I grow. And of course, you can tune the salsa to your level of hotness. I have a variety of peppers, and tonight it's going to be more of a pico de gallo.
Warning to MJ, if I can be utterly sexist. Yours is going to be very hot because your level of hotness transcends most people's.
Whoa!
There's that toxic Bowserinity or whatever it's being called.
I'm about to say right there.
Thank God I have thick skin. That's a former HOA manager. I got thick skin. We're good. We're good. We're okay. We're okay.
I'm gonna flee, and thank you all so much for allowing me to share your space. And once again,
we love you, culture.
Once again, Vash, you're phenomenal, and keep it up. You are definitely doing very good work. See you soon, guys.
Culture.
Hi, culture.
Thank you so much. Very much appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
There you go. That's the last time that we heard from Bree in a negative manner right there. So there you go. Let's see right here. I think it's time to get into our first story officially right here because there's so much great stuff going on right there. And we want to go ahead and be respectful of everybody's time, both on the panel and those of you watching. So let's go ahead and get to it right now. This is super interesting because, my goodness, Disney Adventure World, wow, they have had quite the opening festivities as it relates to the world of Frozen. This is the second themed land that Disney Adventure World has been graced with after the Avengers Campus, right, or their version of it, obviously an offshoot of what DCA got, and this being an offshoot of what Tokyo and Hong Kong got. And, well, it has its origins with Epcot as well, but they're on their way to expanding that park in a big way, and people were really excited. You can see right here, World of Frozen hits capacity, crowds surge on opening day of Disney Adventure World. This by Austin Houghton over there, I do believe, March 29th, 2026, over there at Walt Disney World News Today. Digital alert was shared via the Disneyland Paris app, notifying park guests of the crowds in the new Frozen area. Oh boy, World of Frozen reached capacity. That's no good right there. Discover the other themed worlds in Disney Adventure World or go to Disneyland Park if you have a ticket for 2 parks. Well, yes. I mean, that park's been open for, 40 plus years. But okay, that's fine. No, wait, 30 plus years. Wait, 1992. Wait, what year is it right now? I don't know. But it's been open for, for
a while.
Around 11:20 a.m. local time for Disneyland Paris. An official alert was sent via the Disneyland Paris app informing guests the new World of Frozen area had already reached maximum capacity. The full notice, translated from Dutch, our reporter's native language, to English, reads as follows: World of Frozen has reached maximum capacity. You can see right there. We noticed efforts underway at Disneyland Paris Resort earlier this week to help alleviate the anticipated crowds for Disney Adventure World's opening day. Apparently, that did not go so well. You can see this startling video right here of people rushing in to get inside. You can see somebody actually falls and almost gets trampled. That's no good right there. This is why you should never, ever run in a theme park. They do ask you to slow your step for a reason. But upon people getting into this area of Disneyland Paris, people were, I think they were reasonably impressed with what they saw. It's been a while since Disneyland Paris has had a great level of investment. Avengers Campus is one thing, but I think the World of Frozen is something else. It is quite impressive, and they've done a lot of stuff around this area, right, with the lagoon and everything like that. These little details for these like gazebos at the start of this place. All of these things very, very good. And as you know, they did debut a new audio animatronic character in the form of Olaf.
Yes.
You can see Olaf coming out right there. Look at that. So proud. And yeah, he's cute. He's cuddly. He's kind. We saw a lot of footage of this character right there. As part of the, we call it Imagineering series of videos that Disney has over there on their Imagineering channel right there. And he's extremely impressive. I want you to go ahead and take a note of the head movements right there, because I think that's going to be very relevant to where we're getting at, and everybody kind of knows where we're going with this one. This turned into a viral sensation, but not in the way I think Disney had hoped for, because, well, Olaf had a bit of an accent. Let me see if I even have audio for this right here. I think I do. Yeah.
Now I know where my
Olaf didn't have the best day right
Hey, wait,
there.
let it roll a little bit till they pick it up, because there's something like somebody needs to tell cast members grabbing the character by the crotch is not the best look.
I was thinking,
I do agree with that. I think we have also some aftermath, if I'm not mistaken, right here. Let me just see. We do have multiple angles. Yeah, that's the aftermath there. Yeah, not good. I think with interactive characters like this, the worry is that you do have an accident that befalls these characters and you have something like this happen. And that's kind of the thing. People are asking, how did something like this happen? I know a lot of people have made reference to the nose and how it kind of popped off right there. Actually, that's a design feature implemented for this character.
The fact that it froze first and then fell implies to me that somewhere inside there must be an inertial, what do you call it, a centrifuge or something that manages to keep it balanced when it wiggles back and forth. That died and then it fell over. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. There's an active. It's like a gyroscope, right?
Right.
Kind of, sort of like how drone works. Right. To kind of keep you upright, keep you walking. And when that went down, well, so did the figure. People are having a lot of fun with this, by the way. You can see the gifts right there. People are even putting him into movies, which is very, very interesting. You can see, the reaction there. But I love this one right here. If you know Scott Walker, he has he's a little bit of a jokester on X, and he's been all about this Bourne spectacular, right? Because I guess Universal has put out sandwich boards to try to promote it and so forth. So he has a little shtick on his X account, and you can see right here, upon the news that Bourne is closed. Well, Olaf doesn't like that, and well, his reaction is thus. So people have been having a lot of fun with this. But yes, it just does kind of raise the question on what exactly happened, and I think we have maybe an answer as to what happened. If I have my links here, there is some suspicion that it might have involved the actuators, the very small actuators in his head unit right there, and maybe overheating, as Test Shot Tyler actually suspects right here. And I do believe there's something to that. Obviously, we don't know completely what happened in this case, but I did see a lot of head movement from the person controlling him, and that might have been too much for little Olaf right there. Unfortunately, again. These things can go wrong for a number of reasons. But to you guys out there, the panel, I want to ask, as Disney continues to invest in technology like this, and we heard from Drew the Disney dude, who has been on this channel as well, saying that Olaf is just the start. They want to have more characters wandering these lands in the future. I mean, are you excited for Disney's foray into this? Can we expect more issues and problems arising like this? Can this be a situation in which people maybe book vacations for lands to see these characters and then not be available because of technical issues? Please go ahead. What is your take on all of this and more?
Well, I'll go ahead and chime in.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All
right. So, here's the thing. The robots they've had so far have been pretty amazing and whatnot. Unfortunately, things like this are going to happen. It's unfortunate. I think we held Disney to a higher standard, right? And Theme Park Casual was talking to Cordy and I about this and saying that, because it's Disney, we expect them to, not let things like this happen, but they're going to happen from time to time. Obviously, there's a lot of factors to take in consideration here, not just the actuators, the size and weight of the robot. He's also walking on uneven terrain, right?
True.
And so that is also a factor. I think what they're going to do is they're going to go back and they're going to look at the robot and say, okay, we need to change some things on the animatronic here so that it's a little more stable. And what can we do to that? Whether it's with the footing or with the actuators in the head, But I gotta be honest with you. I was amazed when I saw this and I see the footage. I'm like, that's amazing. I can't wait to see Olaf. But yes, things are going to happen. Things have happened over, Epic Universe with their, robots and whatnot. Nothing major, but it's going to happen from time to time, unfortunately. So I'm not upset about it, but I think people need to take that in consideration. On the other hand, yes, we expect Disney not to do this. However, with them coming out with even more amazing robotics, I think it's just they're going to improve over the years, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm happy because the robots that they're showing right now, like from, Galaxy's Edge, those things are amazing. And those ones are a little more stable, obviously, because they really are, you could knock them over and they can, rebalance themselves. Olaf's a little bit different because he's only on two legs that are very, very tiny and move in a different way than the robots from Galaxy's Edge. So you're going to have some he's trying to act just like Olaf did in the movies, and so you're going to have some issues, and they're going to work out the kinks eventually. But I think overall, it's still amazing.
It is very amazing.
But
go ahead.
Putting
please,
aside the technology issues, which we know everything new has,
sure,
there is to me a thematic problem. And I've always cited the first example of that came to my mind, which was Jaws, the movie, which was that they had this artificial shark, and the movie was going way over budget, and the people in PR decided we got to promote, come see the fake shark that looks real. The movie would have been 10 times scarier if you didn't know. So the problem here is, haven't we come up with some neat toys like they did with the little roll around BB ones and the rest? And aren't we wonderfully technological, like with the Spider-Man flinging himself through the sky? But should the audience be saying, what a neat robot? Or should they be saying, oh, it's Olaf? And that's the problem with these things, is that part of the magic goes away when the emphasis is on, haven't we built a neat toy for you? And aren't we a wonderful technology company?
That could be the newest toy of the season, when a kid might, I want a toy like that falls apart so I could put it back together.
Right.
Go ahead, Bob.
I think though, and to Lou's point, yes, I get what you're saying there, Lou. To me, when they came out with it and you saw the footage, I went, wow, that's amazing. I can't wait to see this. This is great. I knew that something possibly was going to happen. I didn't think it would happen this quickly, obviously. And I know some people are like, oh my gosh, the nose. Well, the nose is made to come off and everything. But I think
it's going to come off.
People will take that into consideration, because when they see him, they're just amazed. Look, I mean, there's a 10-hour line to go into Arendelle right now, which is crazy, because people want to see everything there, including Olaf. So there's demand, and I think people are going to be a little more forgiving. Unlike this ride, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, that one, I have issues with that one.
And of course, that's the other issue, is when they set an opening date and they stick to it, whether it's ready or not, they're courting disaster.
Let's talk about that real fast, because the Arendelle attraction, I don't believe, it's an offshoot of Maelstrom. I don't believe that's a super high capacity attraction in itself, but it was down very early on. Maybe they've had some of these operational issues resolved, or at least somewhat. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up super closely, but this is March 29th right here, saying that this new ride over there at Disney Adventure World, that being the Frozen ride that they have, the Frozen Ever After, apparently it was only operational 52% of the day that this was tracked right here, which is no good. I would suspect that this might be really lucky to get over 1,000 people an hour. So 50% operations, that's no good. That's not what you want to see. And to Lou's point, it's like opening the stuff up early. No good.
If that crowd is the ultimate Disney enthusiasts in France and Germany and wherever, and boy, they ran out there to see it. And when they get home, their other friends who didn't go but are of that persuasion of being, ultimate fans ask, so how was it? Well, it was closed half the day, and the little robot fell over, and word of mouth is killer. It's deadly.
It is.
Disneyland Paris has been in really rough shape, as we all know, and it really needed a new land. And I'm glad and I'm happy to see how beautiful everything is. It's just, people are ridiculous. It's unfortunate. No one should be running like that. Where is security telling everyone to walk, not run, slow down? It's like
they're
cast members really need to. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Well, the crowds never bothered them anyway.
I love it. I love it. So
the
this is interesting
bones
too.
Never
MJ.
bothered them anyway.
to MJ's point, operations wise, this I think has been handled a little bit poorly, especially by Disney's standards. Like, for example, this right here, there was an issue in which, so you have this lake or lagoon, right? This Arendelle land, right? Kind of buttresses alongside Avengers Campus and everywhere else. So you have to kind of go around the lake in order to get to these different places. And on the direct opposite side, that's where Lion King is actually going to be built. People, going towards Arendelle, towards the world of Frozen right there, traveling one path. Apparently, it was like, oh no, you had to go around the other side of the lake in order to get to this new land and start waiting in line right there. You can see right here from Travel TT Magic, guests who walk counterclockwise around the lake to get to World of Frozen miss the sign, worse signage, and will be told that they have to queue up on the other side of the lake. We've already seen some in tiers. That's no good. Really, what you should be doing is around these ingress and egress points, you should have barricades in which you inform people, hey, you can't go past this point, you have to go over there, before people start making that trek around. Very sad to see that Disney didn't actually do that. Your point, MJ, not a lot of security in order to prevent people from running to these locations, and that's no good either. Anybody have a please?
Sorry, go ahead. No.
I was gonna ask.
I was gonna say what surprises me though is that when it came to Galaxy's Edge, to prevent people from running to the land and trying to cut in front of other people and things like that, they actually created a line. Right? They created an area. Okay, you want to go to Galaxy's Edge? We're going to start right here. It's a line. Everyone walks. They said, walk single file in this line. We'll get over there. And then you get over to Galaxy's Edge. And then you can split off to go to whatever rides and attraction you want. If they already had a line built up for Rise, they already had one built up for Smuggler's Run. So why didn't they do this for Frozen? Especially after this incident, you would think they would. And it's funny because I've been watching
Brave New World technology figuring out how to handle crowds.
No, exactly. You think they would have it queued up, and a 10-hour wait to get into a land is insanely crazy. Wow. I've been watching a lot of people post, people that I follow who go to Disneyland Paris all the time, saying, you know what, it's a brand new land. I can't wait to see it myself, but I got to pass. I can get back anytime. I am not going to wait 10 hours to go see this. And it's unfortunate for those who are going for the first time for grand opening or to go there because they're not, locals. But wow, a 10-hour wait. They didn't even have that for Galaxy's Edge. That's crazy.
And I think Epic Universe didn't have that problem either. They had really good security. No. They had really good lines. I did not see anyone running and falling and getting trampled all over. I didn't see that. So.
I remember there was some fast movement, let's say, as people got into Harry Potter in the first opening days. Do you remember that, Bob?
Yeah, that happened too. I would say most people try to. Like, I got there early, so I got in the hour early for staying in the hotel for Universal's Cabana Bay, and people did kind of like start running right for Super Mario Land, and that's where, or Super Mario World, that's where I went first. But once it opened up, people were pretty respectful. Now lines, Universal could have done a little bit better job with the lines, and I'm not real happy with how things went that first week. But hopefully they've worked out those kinks, because I do plan on going back again hopefully soon. But they did a pretty good job, I think, as well. At Epic Universe, not great, but they did a pretty good job. I expected Disney to do a lot better when it came to Arendelle.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So Arendelle, that's the interesting thing. I love how you bring up Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because that's kind of where my head was going as well. Because you'll remember, Bob, it wasn't just having lines to get into the land when it officially opened. I think they were going to implement a visual queue system throughout the entire park right there. And they dropped that pretty quickly as demand waned even on the first day, which was very unfortunate. But I remember they put up like screens and so forth everywhere to tell people, like, okay, if you were to enroll in the virtual queue, when your group would actually come up and when you can actually go into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for the very first time in the summer of 2019. But they also had a preview period for... I think it was open, right? I don't think it was limited to annual pass holders. I think it was open to anybody who could sign up. Is that right, Bob, or do I have that wrong?
So in 2019, they had a preview, and if it was for 2 weeks, and if you're lucky enough to get on or to go with a friend who was actually able to get the passes to go in, it was great because they gave everyone the preview. And I was able to go. I think I was able to go like twice or 3 times for the preview.
Yeah,
which is great. And that's because I got in one time, then I went with other friends. But the thing is, you got that. Now, in all fairness, Rise of Resistance didn't open up until January of the 2020. And when they did that, they did it with the virtual queue. But then they still had lines for the virtual queue for those that got in it. So, but they took the time to do those things to try to minimize the chaos and whatnot. And so that's, again, why I'm surprised they're not doing some of this over there. Now, things are different. I mean, they do things differently over there at Disneyland Paris, right? It's not, like the Disney parks over here. So I do know that, but at the same time, you would think that they would try to implement some of the things that they're doing at some of the other parks. So
you would think so. It's I find this really, really fascinating how Disney, for some reason in the modern era, just forgot how to run theme parks. It's like, hey, you've been doing this 70 years, haven't you? It's like, okay, you know this is going to be a big demand.
And more
you know this is going to happen.
importantly, people from other companies, movie theater chains, amusement parks, World's Fairs, have sent people to look at Disney to see how they do it as the experts over the years. And somehow that corporate memory went away.
Well, that's why
so
I think
weird.
Disneyland Paris does it, one of the best, because they see what Disney has done at all the other parks, and then they see what they can do to improve it or make it better for the guest experience.
But I have no idea, but do we think there's a certain amount of, well, that may be the way you Americans do it, but we are the French and we are going to do it our way. I'm not, really joking. There's a national temperament issue.
Sure.
there.
Oh, yes.
When I saw all those people running, I thought, was there a big group of German tourists behind them? Was that why the country were running? Anyway.
Well, here's what's interesting, Bob. It's a little uncouth, but here's what's interesting. One of the jokes about Disneyland Paris was that the place where it sits is roughly where the Germans invaded France. They took that pathway. So a lot of people joke about how Disneyland Paris now sits in the way. That was maybe one of the reasons why they gave up
those
that park.
jokes abound. Like why are there so many trees on the Champs-Elysees? Because Germans hate to march in the sun. It's innocent stuff.
You know what?
I seen that scene and I thought of a game from years ago. It was a kind of a stress test. You might remember it. It was one of the Mad Onion things before they changed, Vash. And it was a dragon flying into people, and people are running down a Paris scene like that. So I'm like, oh, wow, a real life reenactment of that stress test. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it, right there? Yeah, look, I'm hoping the very best for Disney Adventure World. We have a little bit more on that in later coverage on this show right now. And, it's going to be very interesting because we're going to be talking about crows very soon. I think everybody knows where I'm going with that one. But
the big issue for Adventure World is going to be the cold for that Lion King water flume.
No, we're
upride. That's going to be...
We are going to get into it, Lou, because that is a fascinating discussion, and I just don't know why they're doing exactly what they're doing, but we're going to do it for you. And OG Dutch coming back in here, gifting 10 Vash Sky ParkCast memberships right there. You have 10 new Skywatchers out there. Thank you so much, OG Dutchy. Man, 22 euros, 20 memberships, 10 memberships now. Thank you so much, OG Dutchy. I very much appreciate that. We got to get you on one of our members on the live streams very, very shortly, because that's tremendously generous. Thank you so much. I know you've been a real big supporter, sharing out the links and stuff like that. Thank you. And to everybody out there, sharing out links really does help us out as well. I mean, you guys are unbelievably generous as it is. Not saying you're not, but for maybe some people who are like, maybe I don't want to go ahead and support in this way or that way, we can definitely support us by sharing us out. Thank you so much, Ochi, for that. However, Magnus coming in here with the $10. Watching these people rush with cameras is disturbing. They want to see themselves on social media later rather than enjoy the event in the moment. I would rather experience in real life. Sad. Yeah, I'm not particularly thrilled.
The philosopher and great explainer of Eastern religion to the West, Alan Watts, had a great expression for this. He said, too many people nowadays are eating the menu instead of the dinner. It's all about the anticipation of what's coming rather than living in the here and now.
Right. Obviously, with
I always loved that expression, in the menu instead of the dinner. Yeah. Anyway.
So, no, it's so true. Bob, how do you feel about that, by the way? Because I know you live stream in the parks very regularly and stuff like that. And, for you, you definitely have a passion for this, but the rise of influencer culture and, so many people being removed from the experience that they're actually experiencing. What say you?
Maybe, I have a different take because obviously I'm a live streamer. I try to minimize myself in the parks as far as, people, obviously you're going to see me walking through with a gimbal on the phone. That's one thing. But when I go to rides and attractions, I, dim my phone. I try to make sure that I'm sitting in the back of the ride, not bothering anyone. I do whatever I can to try to not, disturb anyone because I go there all the time. They may be there for the first time ever. They may be there for the first time in 20 years. My whole thing is I'm fine with people who are going there to stream and to cover things as long as they're not interrupting. Like I don't talk on rides. I don't like to interrupt anyone like that. Unfortunately, I know that there are some people that do, and that happens from time to time. But ultimately, I'm there just to cover the parks for people that normally can't make it, and to show what's going on and talk about a little Disney history or history in the theme parks. So for me, it's a little bit different than some of the other streamers, but at the same time, I don't think our agenda is to try to ruin the experience. I don't want to disturb anyone's experience. And
it's because, Bob, you make the park the story. Some of these other people make themselves the story.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Very true. Yeah, that's. You see, that's the thing. I don't want to. You shouldn't be the story. The park is definitely the thing that you should showcase. And Bob, I think you do a tremendous job on your channel with that. And when there are lulls and moments in which people have to maybe wait around the line or something like that, you having that auxiliary media you can just kind of bring into your streams, it's really what sets you apart. And it's so enjoyable. So thank you so much for all you're doing right there, Bob. He's one of the good.
Thank you.
Right there. And Kit Kat also, too, one of the good ones out there. One of the very, very supportive Sky Watchers, gifting 5 Vash Sky ParkCast memberships out there, becoming
This
Sky
goes
Watchers.
to show you that chocolate thievery can be a prosperous occupation. That's all.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Kit Kat, for that. That is absolutely tremendous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it looks like we have $20 gifted by Theme Park Wizard. Thank you so much. Monetization. Let's go. Big milestone. Huge milestone, Wizard. Absolutely tremendous right there, and becoming a Skywatcher himself. Thank you, Theme Park Wizard. Very much appreciate that and everything you do over there at Theme Park Wizard. Hidden Creek Village with $20. I love your communication style and how you have a diverse panel of opinions. Really happy to finally be able to support it. Wishing you massive success, and we'll support you anyway I can. What is your goal for the channel? I mean, look, my goal is
as Adam once said to Eve.
Yes?
You better stand back. I don't know how big this thing's going to get.
That's
but
a
you
fair
said
point right
you
there.
had a little bit of a slip of the tongue there, Vash. You called it Hidden Greek Village, and it's geek. I was looking for some moussaka and some dolmades, and so.
You see, this is my problem, and I do appreciate you, Hidden Geek Village. I very much apologize for that. Yeah, I mean, I have a teleprompter in which I'm seeing all of you, and sometimes that text can get a little small, and so that's why I'm not so good at the super chats. I'm getting much better, but Lou, thank you so much for helping me out right there, and of course.
Yes, folks, we only have high-class stuff on this show.
That's what I wanted to include. But yeah, I mean, as far as goals for this channel, I mean, I really, it is awesome to see you out there supporting me and what I do, and my goal is to really just inform people on what's going on, both good, both bad, and include some history with it and so forth, because I think we're losing a lot of that as Imagineers pass away. I mean. Bob, I know Eddie Sato, he was on your channel over there at Park Streamers, and unfortunately he passed away, and all those stories that go along with him. So if we can go ahead and pass down those stories, that history, right? I think it really does the community a great pleasure right there, and also too, involve some other parks that maybe you haven't experienced before, maybe you have, maybe you're more familiar with, like Six Flags, for example, SeaWorld, do all that. I'm really passionate about this, and I want to go ahead and share my passion with you. That's my goal right there. So thank you so much, Hidden Geek Village. Very much appreciate that. Ooh, and let's see right here. We have, all right, the Real Adventures, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Am I getting that correct?
Yep.
The Real Ventures, yes. Mhm.
Real Ventures. Okay, I do apologize. Also becoming a new YouTube member, a Sky Watcher right there. And by the way, I think people might be confused. Sky Watchers. That was the name that a lot of people suggested when we were coming up with Skyliners. It was like Sky Watchers, and I was like, that's a great name. And Skyliners went. It's won out.
Watch Vash Sky, our Sky Watchers by ipso facto, etc.
Yes. I thought it was perfect, and it was like, okay, let's go ahead and implement that, because I was thinking about, well, what are we going to call the memberships? And I had this great idea. I was like, oh, we can do the tickets, right? E-ticket, C-ticket, D-ticket. But I think Park Streamers might have beat me to the punch right there. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I can't do
I
that.
was thinking,
But,
I had an idea. I was like, so Luke Skywalker, it would have been cool, like Vash Skywalkers, but that's like maybe too cheesy. I don't know.
I thought about that too.
Jumbo 15, but that would have run out pretty quick after you got to 14.
He loves Star Wars, so I thought that was cute.
Whenever we have additional tiers, that might come into play right there.
Ooh,
MJ. Might have been previewing something right there. You never know. But for right now, just one tier. We're going to give you all we can. With, looks like Disney Fan 55 becoming a new Skywatcher herself. Thank you so much. And Daily Dose Deborah becoming a new Skywatcher. Thank you. And with $10 right here, congratulations, Vash. Well, thank you so much. Very much appreciate that. By the way, for those of you who don't know, you're looking at the very first subscriber to this channel. And now OG Dutchie is officially the first Skywatcher to this channel. Very interesting stuff. Indeed. Extratin, also out there becoming a new YouTube member or Skywatcher. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate that right there. I don't want to go ahead and leave anybody out. I want to make sure that we get everybody in here. Juliet with the 2 British pounds sterling. Congratulations on 2,000. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to you, Juliet, for modding and for the support. Very much appreciate that. O2RR with the $4.99. Thank you. Congratulations on getting your channel monetized. We must have a group sip up to celebrate this milestone. Cheers, everyone. Yes. On the count of 3, let's go ahead and get a little water right there. 1, 2, and 3.
Cheers.
Drink them if you got
These are cute because they have fireworks on them.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, perfect for the occasion then. I do
Tom's got to rub it in with some, what is that, coffee? Iced coffee?
It's in a Harry Potter cup. Is that what it is? Oh, he's muted. Hold on. Let me help him. Okay. Tom, you might have to unmute yourself, dear. Because I tried doing it for you and it doesn't want to go.
This thing will not let you do that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh.
So it's in the dark, Tom. What are we looking at?
That is the Harry Potter cup.
Ah.
I had a feeling. Harry Potter
Awesome
cup.
Stuff.
I saw the writing.
Best part of waking up is Harry Potter in your cup?
It is.
Well, I'd rather have Hermione than Harry Potter, but Lou.
Very, very cool. Well, hey, I hear that somebody on this panel has a very particular favorite drink over there at Disneyland Starbucks over there on Main Street. Bob, you want to tell us what your one of your favorite drinks is right there?
So it's funny. I always get a strawberry and cream frappuccino with extra strawberry puree.
That's the
there you
one.
go. In fact, it was so great that I had to make a shirt and put it on my Etsy site because it was so cool and a lot of people have bought it and like it. So
Bob, when I ordered that one for you one time, the checkbox ran out for the extra stuff on it.
It's funny because as I'm telling that, I literally will say that on my live streams when I go to Starbucks, and the people just look at me and like, what? And I'm like, just put eight purees, you're good. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. So, and it's hit or miss because sometimes it's like it's perfect, sometimes it's a overload of strawberry, and sometimes it's not enough.
Well, if you put that many strawberries, if you mobile order it, does it crash the system?
No, it doesn't. But you see my receipt. It's really long. It's like a CVS receipt.
Extra. Well, Bob does not play right there. He wants all this
They should call it the Newsies because it's extra. Read all about it.
Very true. Space Day 2000 coming in here with the Canadian $2. I miss hearing about the parks. Thanks for bringing them to us. Well, you are very welcome, Space Dave, and we love talking about them, and that's what we're going to do in just a short while. First, though, 21 Royale with Cheese coming in here with the YouTube membership. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate that. And Karen Owen, longtime watcher of all of our various networks and programs and so forth. A stalwart on Hollywood Backlot with Lou and you, coming on over, becoming a Skywatcher herself. Thank you so much, Karen, for that. And Samuel
and a
Main.
Great source of fantastic information. She knows more about this than most of us, I think.
That's a very good point right there. She's very, very well in tuned and knows her Hollywood history, that's for sure. Samuel Main, 5124 coming in here, becoming a Skywatcher as well. Thank you to everybody out there who has supported this channel in the way you have. Absolutely tremendous. The outpouring of support is way more than I thought possible. So thank you. Hopefully you're enjoying your perks right there. And we will be having a members only stream. Let's say Saturday. I want to do Saturday right there, and maybe somebody's going to be on the channel that, is going to be making her debut as a panelist. That should be a lot of fun right there. I've been talking to her about it, and I think she wants to do it, so that'll be cool. But before we get to that, we got to get to this. Let me go ahead and pull this right up. We're going to be talking about crows. And we're going to be talking about crows for a particular reason, because over there at Tokyo Disney Seas, they had a little incident involving crows and their newest attraction, that being Tangled over there. You'll know that they have a Tangled dark ride, but they also have some Tangled stuff out there outside of that attraction, including her famous tower with Rapunzel in it. And well, that didn't go according to plan. Here you go.
Oh my God.
Right there. Yeah, apparently the crows are attacking Rapunzel's famous hair. And maybe looking to build a nest?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, she had a case of lice, and they're hungry.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. They're just, they're friendly crows. Indeed. This comes from K. Maru Do Baby, I do believe. And the translation is Rapunzel at Disney Sea is being eaten by a crow. And that's terrible. I do agree with that. No good. We have another angle as well. So people thought this was like a April Fool's joke. No, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like this is absolutely real, which is really unfortunate. And I was surprised.
Still got a beak full there. Wow.
Yes.
Yes. I was surprised at how, learning about how smart crows are. I know M. Corolla has this bit talking about attack crows and how they're really, really intelligent. And yes, they are. But apparently they are
have
like
long memories, supposedly, too, right?
Yes, I have heard that as well. They have the intelligence of like a 7-year-old, I do believe.
Oh,
So you can see right here, like
She's
this
more
is
than
a
the
crow.
Olaf dummy.
Well, there's a reason why she's
Yes.
Maleficent's best friend, but they could have given the girl some justice and put like a plastic, like a almost like a realistic wig, but one that's like covered in that. What is that stuff called? It's almost like melted plastic, but it still gives you that realistic hair type of look. That's what they should do for her instead of that.
They probably will.
Yeah, after this, right? Yeah.
I would think so, Bob. I mean, we've seen Rapunzel's towers before in various parks. I can actually think of one that actually features Rapunzel herself. It's found in the kind of new Fantasyland-ish area out there at Disneyland, right outside the Royal Theater. You have that kind of, it's like that central post there in the shape of Rapunzel's tower, and you can actually see her up there, and at night it kind of lights up and does the thing. It's really, really cool, but it's all kind of molded, right? Can we expect more of that maybe coming in Rapunzel's future?
Yeah, I think so too. And also right next to Rapunzel's tower there and the theater, you've got Figaro from Pinocchio.
Yes.
He's all molded as well. So I think that they were trying to go for some realism here. Fortunately, it backfired. I think they'll probably change her hair to that molded hair. First of all, she's way up there, kind of far away. And either that or they're going to have to build something in to keep the crows away. If they want to keep that type of hair, but I think they're probably going to get rid of it and just replace it with something else.
I guess they figured after watching Disney have to eat crows so many times, they returned the favor.
Oh, brother.
Oh
Well,
man, that's
and the crows are not something new. Over at Disneyland, they call it crow o'clock because the crows come in at a certain time every single day
yes.
and invade the park. And so, but again, this is one of those things where I don't think they've had that type of issue at Tokyo Disneyland like they do at Disneyland in Anaheim. So it's just one of those learning experiences where they're going to go, yeah, we won't do that next time for this next character or land or whatnot. So it's just unfortunate.
Yes, you bring up a great point right there. I totally forgot about Crow O'Clock, but what Bob is saying is absolutely true. And around the same time, every single day at Disneyland, there's just a plethora of
just
crows
at dusk, right? Just when the sun is starting to go down.
Mm-hmm. And they just come in from all. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. If you've never seen this, it is so bizarre because you just hear like
to blame.
Best place to see it is be over in Frontierland, like in front of the Mark Twain dock, at about just when twilight is starting to happen, and boy, they just converge.
Yeah, typically they come in at the front of the park and then they go into the park. So I always see the most outside the park, right between the two DCA and Disneyland park entrances. So
you have this on film, Bob?
I've seen it before on my live streams, but typically I'm there after or before the crow clock happens. Hey, maybe tomorrow for my live stream, because I am coming back tomorrow. Maybe I need to try to be there for crow clock and see. We'll see. No guarantees.
That'd be great because my dad's nickname is the Crow, and I want to show him that.
Oh yeah,
we call him the Old Crow. So,
people. Yeah, here we go. I think,
or in Japan, Old Clo.
Yeah, it's so okay. Here we go. I've got some footage of this, of the Crow O'Clock right here. If you've never seen it before at Disneyland, here you go. This is from Disneyland News Today. With this, it's so weird. It's so
like
weird, especially at the entrance.
It's like the movie The Birds, where they suddenly just converge.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's
the
small
haunted
group.
That'd be great.
Usually it's bigger than that.
I was going to say they're usually just bigger than that. Usually it's like way more than this.
That's a small number compared to what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's near the entrance, and it's so bizarre. I'm not quite sure why that happens, but I think it's very, very interesting. Yeah. So first, Olaf died at Disneyland. Now there are crows stealing Rapunzel's wig, and it's going viral. 23 million views in 7 hours.
I think it's a word you can't say on YouTube, but isn't the name for a large group of crows an M word, meaning killing?
Yes.
Yes,
it was mentioned in the comments.
Oh no, that's no good right there. I mean, very, very smart. They're very, very intelligent creatures right there. And they just saw Rapunzel's hair and they were like, oh boy, that's going to make the perfect nest for us.
Yeah, they're taking it over to Villain's Land. That's what they're doing. They're collecting.
Yeah, exactly.
That's terrible.
And the audio animatronic woes don't end right there. You may have seen this going around, this very enthusiastic R2D2.
What is happening?
Yes. So I guess I think this is Tokyo's version of Star Tours.
Yeah.
And it's just going nuts. And it has been for a couple of days now.
Robots gone wild.
You just really
did you see that
jump?
That thing from some restaurant somewhere that was a Mongolian hot pot restaurant, and they had a little robot that came out and did a dance. And it went crazy and started knocking things off the tables, and people were saying, "My God, that's boiling broth!" And it took 3 people to jump on it to get it to stop because they didn't know how to push the off button. Yeah,
boom.
I want that for R2. He's so cute.
It was crazy. It was absolutely insane right here. Look at that.
You said that happened overseas, and they are usually really good at maintenance and refurbishing.
Oh, very good. Yeah,
right.
The best.
Yeah, the best.
It's actually, it's I believe there are some regulations regarding maintenance and so forth that has to be kept up to a standard. And yet, R2 not having the best day out there. Or having a really good day.
Having a grand old day. Looks like he's having fun to me.
It was caffeine in his electricity.
Oh my.
If you notice really closely too, the uploader actually said this. He is so enthusiastic that he's actually shaking the Star Speeder itself. You look very, very closely right there. It is wild. Never seen that before, right there. And the hard times keep on coming because over there at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I guess this is provided by, I want to go ahead and get this name here, K Dodgers 24. Yeah, apparently the projection faces are like stuck. You know, they're not, all of them not moving. They should be seeing. You should have projections going up that lift hill right there. Those aren't going. That's a little bit unfortunate right there. We've covered Tiana's Bike Adventure extensively in the past, and that's still having problems and so forth. So they're not doing so well in there.
Yeah, they seem to be getting away from the projected faces when it comes to animatronics now, which at first I was like, wow, those are really cool. I like them. But yeah, the new animatronics are great if they work, unlike Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Did I say that out loud? Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just thinking about that. Yeah, that's read my mind.
If you go to K Dodger's account, by the way, on X, he has some fantastic video of all kinds of audio animatronics not working at Tiana's Bayou Adventure as he keeps riding that, hoping to see those amazing figures, and they are amazing, actually work, and yet they are not. So that's most unfortunate right there. Don't like to see that. But Disney's not the only one having issues when it comes to audio animatronics. Here you go. This sparked a lot of fan commentary. This again from K Dodgers 24. You can see right here that Super Nintendo World over there at Epic Universe, a lot of the figures, as according to him, aren't actually working, and this sparked some debate on X. I don't know if you saw that, Bob, MJ. It got a little heated,
especially during like spring break week. It was a nightmare. None of the stuff was working, and then I'm like, gosh darn, the movie's about to come out. Bad timing, Epic. Like, really? Oh man. Not good.
Right. I would hope with the movie coming out that you would want to get these things in tip-top shape, high working order, and that's just not what we're seeing. I think in Hollywood they've been doing a pretty fine job, from what I can tell, keeping that up. I was just there in December. Everything looked great.
Weather.
Different weather. Very good point, Lou. Very good point.
Yes.
We might think that the rain has something to do with this, or maybe the outrageous
the humidity, perhaps, because it's all working by electricity, and if there's anything even slightly exposed, it's going to short out sooner or later.
Yeah, it's very true. I would hope that Nintendo is keeping an eye on the situation, because we are hearing some big rumors regarding Epic's future. I might be saving that for tomorrow's show, but big rumors regarding Epic and Universal, Orlando itself, and it will take participation from Nintendo to sign off on some of these things. I don't think they'd be super impressed with what they're seeing here. Hopefully they get all these things addressed, but there was a big debate on it online, and people saying, oh, you're too critical, or oh, you're not enough, or whatever.
Look, know that it doesn't happen in Japan on occasion too, so
right. Well, my thing is if you're paying a premium price, you should be getting a premium product. This is not necessarily premium, in my estimation. But we do have some good news, actually, from Epic Universe in the form of Stardust Racers. That coming online sooner than anticipated, which is good. You can see from K Dodgers 24 right here. Again, Stardust is flying now. 8 trains, 7 lit, 6 nose lights. Still, audio remains a struggle to be reliable. Also forgot to mention, you now proceed up to the left staircase to metal detectors now. Single rider still not open today. But it is operational, and with really good operations. You can see right here, Stardust Racers is a beautiful sight in the night sky. Recorded some dispatch times, doing very well. All of those around a minute or so. That's really cool. The way you do dispatch times, by the way, if your coaster's exposed, right, is you just take a single point and you see when the train passes that point, right, you just start your watch, and then when the train passes there again, you do your watch a second time, and that'll tell you your dispatch times for those who are interested. So very good. Stardust Racers looks like it's operational, looks like it's going strong, and looks like you got some good ops right there, which this park desperately needs, because the whole park suffers when Stardust Racers is not working. But you can see some additional commentary right there. No audio, not working. I know this is kind of a first for Mack Rides to have onboard audio in their coasters. A little bit unfortunate to see that, but overall, hey, if you can get on,
There's even been instances that were shown recently how some of the portals are not working, like the screens. So when you walk into the portal, they have these beautiful like screens that display images and things like that. So I believe Isle of Burke portal was actually blocked off completely. I think I sent you the clip where I found that, and I don't know if I sent it over directly to you, Vash, but I did share it probably with our backlog with our group. But yeah, I mean, it was absolutely crazy how they redirected the crowd to another entrance for Isle of Burke because that whole portal was blocked off. And this is all during the week of spring break. So it's like massive crowds, etc. And for the portals, that just takes away, in my opinion, the experience. Like even if the screens aren't working, just let the people walk through the portal, right? I mean, it's kind of a thing.
Did somebody break it, maybe?
Yeah.
Because they are just screens.
That's true.
Yeah,
they're supposed to, when you walk through the portal, they're supposed to, I think they have motion sensors, and they do things like there's some noise, there's some sound.
They do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just meant maybe somebody was being a little bit wicked and decided to smash one or something.
It could be vandalism. It could be a malfunctioning. They probably use computers to power all of that. Either way, the portal was unavailable to walk through for the guest. So redirecting someone to go through the back way of Isle of Burke is just taken away from the experience. Because you want to walk through the portal, you're making your way all the way over there to walk through a portal to be immersed in the land. So yeah,
sure. Yeah, those entrance portals, they give you all the feels, right? They really immerse you into that experience right there.
And we all noticed when they first built it that in the floor there are square plates that imply that if, for example, at some nighttime corporate event, they were going to give a special ticket just for the people participating to get into that, when they could put in some stations there that would admit or not admit people. So there's a lot more electronics in that portal than we give it credit for, if you see what I mean.
And I think that's still on the table there, Lou. I know they're
absolutely
corporate event space. Sure. Like corporate event space is going up right now.
Guys, that could be fun.
Well, I've always told the story. When I was at the grand opening of Fantasmic at Disney, they had a Maleficent come out of the crowd and yell at Eisner and say, "You can't have a sorceress without a sorcery without a sorceress." And he looked at her and he said, "Maleficent, you?" And this was the week after Elizabeth Taylor had rented out the park for Michael Jackson's birthday. And she says to Eisner, "What, were you expecting that Taylor woman again?"
Oh, man. Yeah. I looked into that, Lou.
Loosen up the otherwise naturally cynical press corps,
Yeah. I looked into that Elizabeth Taylor. What a standing history right there. We've talked about that, haven't we? Back there with Lou and you.
Oh, yeah.
But that when she rented out the Disneyland, that was such a major event right there. I think helicopters were flying over and stuff like that. Crazy stuff. I did not know Zamperlo actually did the Kronos. That's pretty cool. I wanted to go ahead and bring this in here because we have Bob, and Bob hasn't had a chance to comment on this. I wanted to go ahead and comment on this myself, actually. So you do, everybody knows that you do have this new permit, this $24 million infrastructure work permit that was filed for the expansion of Harry Potter over there at Epic Universe. And that permit specifically states 150,000 square feet will be used for that. Now, if you're keeping track of your square footage, that actually comes in at roughly, if you take all of these structures over there at Villains Land at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World and combine them according to the permits and the square footage that you have over there, 150,000 square feet is just shy of all of those three buildings combined, which is quite something that Universal is building over there. My question to you, Bob, is one, it's twofold, actually. One, what do you think about a new Harry Potter attraction coming to Epic Universe? I know you visited there, and I really want to get your thoughts on that. But we have heard that the Villains Land, and there might be a change of focus there, as Ben Fritz pointed out in the Wall Street Journal. What say you? How do you feel about all this?
Well, I mean, anything new Harry Potter, I'm sure, is going to be pretty amazing. unfortunately, it was disappointing when I went to Epic Universe because, and I was with Tom, actually. I was with Tom and my family, and we had a pretty good time. However, when it came time to go to the new Harry Potter ride they had over there, people waited 4 hours in line and it never opened. And then they finally got it open around 2 p.m.
Ooh.
If you didn't get a, fast pass, or not fast pass, but,
Virtual.
a virtual, thank you, to come back, then you didn't get to go ride. We never got to go ride it. They even closed down the single rider. And then the show wasn't even working for Harry Potter that day. So we never got to see the Fantastic Beasts show, which is a disappointment. So for me, my experience there wasn't great. However, being in the other parks, and I've been to the other, Universal parks with Harry Potter, it's always been amazing. And I think whatever the planning is going to be just incredible. The thing that gets me is that Universal is really trying to expand. And not that Disney's not trying to do some amazing things too, but here, one of the disappointments I have about Disney, and we've talked about this on your show before, is that when it comes to coming out with something new, right? They'll say, hey, this is what we're planning. It's villains, it's a villains land, and we're going to have this. And then 2 years later at D23, they go, oh, okay, we're not going to do that Maleficent coaster. We're going to do one on, what is it? Emperor's New Groove. Okay, great. Sounds good. And then, who knows, 2 years from now, we may hear something else, but they constantly seem to downgrade. The same thing happened with Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It was going to be this really great, remodel of Splash Mountain. And then as the years went on, well, we're not going to do this, and we're not going to do this, and we have less budget, and now we change the story. And it's like, oh my gosh, your concept art to what you've now come up with is totally different, and it's not even exciting as it was before. Where Universal usually comes out with concept art and says, look, this is what we're planning on doing, and it pretty much comes out to that. I mean, that's what they did with Epic Universe, and I was impressed with all the 11 attractions and rides that they came out with that I got to experience. There's a few I didn't, unfortunately, obviously, but they try to do what they can. I think Josh tomorrow is kind of seeing what's going on with, things at DCA regarding Avatar Worlds or Land, as well as what's happening over at Villains. And I think he's starting to see maybe we need to take a look at what we had planned and revise things and go in a different direction or do this instead. And so far, there's a lot to see. We're going to hear about stuff at D23, obviously. Don't forget to go buy your tickets for your gold member tomorrow. But you can definitely, because I'm planning on going. But, I'm interested to see what they say. However, I'm very disappointed in the fact that they keep changing things so quickly and so often. And I think that if Josh was in charge before Bob Iger had left previously, I think Villains Land probably would have been a lot more different, and I think even the Cars area would be a lot more different. But now he's kind of going in there and changing what he can. He can't change much for Cars Land, but Villains Grove, he's looking at it and going, maybe we should do this. My disappointment though is that if you're going to do a true new land, make it big, make it fantastical. Galaxy's Edge came out. It's a huge 14 acres, great. However, there's only 2 rides there and attractions.
Two rides.
Can we get more than just a couple new rides in every single land? And that's the thing, is that I feel like, Universal is trying to do what they can to build up rides and attractions in each of their parks. And that doesn't seem to be happening at Disney as much as they should.
Yeah, I have been a little bit disappointed with some of these announcements because they always have this kind of asterisk next to it. It seems like Cars Land's coming, but you're going to lose Rivers in America for it. Okay. Villains Land's coming, but we might actually make it for kids. That's kind of a weird thing right there. Coco is coming, which, by the way, Coco at Disney California Adventure, very excited about. There's no question about that. I wanted to get from you also, Bob, your thoughts on the footprint of this attraction, because as this kind of land prep has been going on, as they've started to clear stuff out, it's becoming very clear that this is going to be extremely small. I think you have some commentary on that for this corner of Disney California Adventure, and I'll try to get some Google Maps up to kind of illustrate just how small this is. But Bob, please, your thoughts on Coco going into Disney California Adventure, what impact it could have, and is this going to be worth waiting for at the end?
Well, before I comment on Coco, Dan's Life of the Kingdom, brought up a good point. Villains Land won't compete with Dark Universe, and it definitely won't. I know that that's what they were trying to do. Obviously, it's a different feel, Disney, villains compared to Dark Universe. But yeah, I was hoping to see something more like Dark Universe over there at Disney with Villains Land, and it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So good comment there, Dan. The other thing about Coco, so I was excited when we heard about Coco. Obviously we thought we were going to hear about the new revised Tomorrowland, and that didn't happen. Instead, they announced Avatar and they announced Coco. Now, the thing about Coco is, yes, it's a very small area. So Vash is showing you guys this map, park map right now from Google Maps, and you can actually see where, and I'm sure you're going to try to outline the area where it's going to go. It doesn't leave you a whole lot of room to build a land or attraction. Basically, they're just going to have an attraction. They're not going to have much of a land at all. I think it's going to be very small, and it's not going to be as big as we hope. I think it'll be a nice little ride. It's going to be fun. I think they'll do a great job because Disney always does a great job of immersing you into that universe of whatever they're trying to build. I'm just a little disappointed because it's not going to be as big. Now, however, something to remember here is that Disneyland Drive right there, that is actually bought by Disney. They purchased that. So that road will be going away eventually. And when they do, I think they'll be able to expand the Coco area, and maybe they will do some more area, they'll just make the area bigger, and or whatever they plan on putting in that area will be a lot better once they get rid of the road. But that road's not going away anytime soon. They're just trying to fit something into a small spot.
Yeah, so there have been some questions about like these palm trees, for example, they have cleared those out recently, and everybody thought, well, wait a minute, I thought that was city owned, and it's like, no, Disneyland Forward. It's very clear that they got Disneyland Drive as part of this whole agreement, and so they can basically do whatever they want with some of this resort infrastructure as provided by Anaheim originally. So I was talking to Orange Go 55 the other day, and he was saying, look, I was in the room. I was at D23, the Ultimate Fan Experience, to hear them announce Coco. And apparently Josh Shimaro said this is going to be on the level of Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if he was talking about quality or otherwise, but when you talk about pirates, that definitely does give you a certain feeling, right?
Of course, that could be just his code word for it's a boat ride.
It could be.
But think about it.
Go ahead, please.
Pirates is very immersive, and Pirates is a really cool ride because it immerses you into that world. Right. And I think that's what he was trying to say. It's a Pirates ride where we're going to immerse you into the world of Coco.
All right, so here's a question. If they go up in that narrow slivers to give it more room on a couple of levels, at what point do you see it through the structure of the roller coaster and have it start to impede sight lines that way?
So that's the problem, right? If you go up, that's a problem. If you go down, that's expensive. And I've heard that some of this, the spatial constraints in this area are so that maybe you have turntables and so forth involved in order to round out those bends, because there's just not that much room in this space. If you look at Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, which is kind of a crazy thing to compare this to, maybe it is on the level when it comes to quality, but in terms of size, those two show buildings that you see in this frame right here, those are both Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not one, it's two. It's massive. It is huge. And when you look at the space right here, it's just not enough to provide that much real estate right here. Apparently, a lot of people are comparing this to the size of Mickey and Minnie's. I'm sorry, no, not Mickey and Minnie's. Toy Story Midway Mania, which is roughly this structure right here, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? No, it's this one right here. That's the one, because that's the parade storage, right?
Yeah, parade storage is in these buildings.
Okay.
And by the way, right there between those two buildings, there's actually a doorway that was created so that eventually they were planning on building out further. And that doorway was going to lead to a new land. Now they've decided, we thought maybe that would be the new entrance for Coco, but it's not. The entrance for Coco is going to be over by the other door. If you can kind of show it right there.
And the parade gate.
By the parade gate. Yeah. And you can see that illustrated in this artwork. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. Go ahead, MJ.
No, I was just wondering, that area you were showing, because I'm not a Disneyland girly.
Sure.
I'd like to be one day. That's all Pixar Pier, correct? That little like where the
Yes.
okay, so they turned that into Pixar Pier. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So
Now,
Hence that's why Coco is going in that general
Correct,
area.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just
You're
trying to make it all in.
Oh, you're
All
fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I think if they were to relocate those parade, structures, if they did, then yes, you could make it a bigger area. You could really expand that ride.
But relocate them to where you're left with the same problem.
Well,
Yeah,
no, technically not, because you can relocate them. Look, they bought the Disneyland Street, right? That's going to eventually go away.
You put them across
So
the
if you go
street over there in the
to
parking lot.
Simba,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you can just take them over to Simba parking lot, and you can put them on that side.
Simba
and
lots
Well,
right
here's another
over
question.
there. Mhm.
They're talking someday that whole parking lot being part of more park, right?
Yep,
Here
exactly.
and on the north side. So if there's a parade that goes through that part of the park that then crosses and is part, if it's the same parade that goes through both or the same route, then you could put those structures anywhere along that route that you wanted things to start or finish.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not so sure they're going to continue to do that complete. I mean, they're going to use the parade route, but they're going to have to redo it. And they may have to just who knows. Now, I've heard this rumor too, and I don't know if you've heard this, Vash, or anyone else that's on the show here today. But I know they just redid the Pixar Place, right? But I've also heard the rumor that they're going to demolish the Pixar Place and that they would actually move things around so that they can make
Pixar
it
Place Hotel.
part. Yeah, the Pixar Place Hotel. That even though they remodeled it, it's just a temporary structure and hotel that they're eventually possibly going to get rid of. So
because
if that's the case, that would help with the park as well.
I have a silly question. They
Go
bought
ahead.
the whole street, the whole
Yeah,
length.
all the way down.
Yeah,
that
the whole
you see
street
there.
right here. So if you see this Disneyland Drive cutting
part of
through
it.
their property right there.
Yeah, everything from Harbor. Not
From
Harbor.
the entrance
Catella.
to the
Disneyland
parking
Drive
up there at
and
Harbor.
Catella.
Yeah.
to Catella.
Catella,
Yes,
right.
everything there. So this whole thing that Vash is showing you right now, this whole street right there is bought by Disney and is taken, including the street that goes by the parking structure too.
Yes, indeed.
This one right there.
What is it? It's like Magic Way as it connects to
Magic Way.
Walnut. Yeah,
They bought
which
that
was
as well.
huge source of contention during those meetings, by the way.
Right.
Holy smokes.
So they bought-
apparently the
Which,
whole world
which
uses
amounted
that
to
street.
we watched that meeting together and we had such a laugh because all these people who basically say, well, sure, I bought a house right at the end of the runway at LAX, but why are you making all that noise?
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
It's
Very
I always
congested.
find it very amusing, but because all this stuff that wasn't here when Disneyland was formed. But so this is interesting. So like Pixar Place, for example, that was the Paradise Pier Hotel, I believe.
Originally, the
That's
Pan
what they call it.
Pacific.
It was Pan Pacific, right? And that was a Japanese company who had
Right.
established that for the 80s Olympics
Because
back
they
in the
had a
day.
big hotel, I guess they still do, in San Francisco.
Right.
And it was very Japanese. I mean, there was some great Japanese food there, by the way, in those days.
Oh.
But six Semper Sushi or something,
Well, Disney bought it, right, for
Right.
the 2001 opening of the resort right there, and they rebranded it rather than.
And there
you
was
know,
talk at the
bulldozing
time
it.
they were going to turn it into a Four Seasons and a very high end, and there was all kinds of speculation, but it never somehow happened.
It's really an eyesore because you can see it so prominently. If you're
Yeah.
in the park right there, that's the one that you really see from all these vantage points. You can see some others, but that's the one that.
So
that
how
really
many
kinda
acres
stands
you
out.
think?
They stopped caring about that a long time ago, unfortunately.
That's very
So sad.
Tom, go ahead.
How many acres you think that is?
And the
which
back lot
part?
area is probably. Oh, go ahead.
The whole street. If they bought that whole thing, they had
Oh.
the whole length.
Oh, I mean, I'd have to do some research on
Yeah.
that, but
That's a lot
this-
of room that they can expand with.
It
That
is.
takes his money and zoning and all those other things that they don't want to fight with.
But that's the whole point. By buying that street, it allows them to build the parks over to the other side
that's
and
it.
next to the hotels. So-
Yes. In this area that we're roughly talking about right here, I don't even maybe an acre or two. Like it's that small. I mean, it's really, really quite
Well,
tiny.
and let's face it, before DCA, when there was that back entrance to the parking lot, they hardly ever used it anyway. along Catella. So, yeah.
True.
And someone mentioned in the I think Nathan mentioned in the chat that it's like 5 acres back there. It's about 5 acres for sure. So it's not super huge. Oh, there it is. There's his comment. Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan.
You mean the acreage that the hotel buildings are on, Nathan, not the whole thing with the parking lot and everything else.
No. He's just talking about that area back by Coco.
Right.
Where
Okay.
those buildings are.
All right. Well, and again, if you go up, you got 10.
We had a
One of our hosts is missing.
It's okay. He had some technical issues anyway.
He took all the monetization money and flew off to Disneyland.
It's okay. There's an invasion of Sashi.
And so what we've tried to do is really bring that shape language from the architecture. But like what we love to talk about at WDI is shape language. And we often refer to shape language.
There's such iconic shape language in Spaceship Reverie Attraction. We really wanted to make sure that we fused to that throughout the space.
You know what's funny? It even hit her hair.
Let's address some of these amazing green folks out there. So we have Snarky to Stink. He gifted 10 Vash Sky ParkCast memberships.
Awesome. Thanks, Snarky.
Yay, Snarky. We love you. Stinking it up. Snarky to Stink with $5. Congratulations. 2,000 Subaruskis. Amazing. And Snarky to Stink again for $5. Vash into cash, hailing from the sky. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Oh boy, we're never gonna get away from that jingle.
I'm gonna make you a metal song like that, Vash.
Please do. Look. It's now embedded into my DNA here. So you might as well embrace it. I want to embrace it. I think it's hilarious. By the way, Snarky Distinct Nugget, I wanted to go ahead and get to him right after our segment right there because he was so generous. 10 Sky Watchers out there from him. Thank you so much for doing that. And Vash into cash hailing from Sky. Some jingle too. Thank you so much. Snarky is awesome. Super cool. And hey, congratulations, 2,000 Subaruskis. Thank you so much.
So he became a member himself. And then we have Archer Merchant for $2. They should bring out the Olaf during Iger's award. Oh, absolutely. Bring that bad boy from Paris. Yeah, because he's talking about Iger getting the Disney Legends Award. So he wants Olaf to be like the one to present it to him and fall apart while he does that at the same time. Well done, my friend.
We'll go Terminator.
And then we have Space Dave 2000 gifting 5 Vash Sky ParkCast memberships. Space Dave.
Awesome stuff right there.
Gosh.
I mean, so many people have been turning that chat from gray to green. It is super cool. I want to thank Kit Kat, OD Dutchy, Snarky to Stink, and now Space Dave 2000. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. That is awesome right there. Guys, when you get one, you're going to be in for a
Here's
world
the grand
of
total,
awesomeness.
guys. 61 memberships have been gifted today. Thank you, Juliet.
Thank you so much for that. And thank you, everybody, for keeping up. Bob, you were talking about, another Bob, actually, Bob Iger, and getting his Legend Ceremony or award. Please, go ahead.
Actually, two comments real quick. First of all, to everyone, this is not even my channel, but to everyone who's gifted a membership or a super chat today or joined as a member for Vash, the amazing outpour. I haven't, haven't been around much lately streaming, and I haven't been on Vash show, obviously, since he was on. Well, I was on Vash Sky ParkCast on his second episode, I think. But you guys are amazing. It's so great to see so many of you coming over from the T3PO channel to this. So thank you for supporting Vash. He's a great friend, and it's so great to see so many of you supporting him. So thank you. Now, what I was going to say, because I know you guys have talked about this, but I haven't had a chance to say it. But Bob Iger getting this whole award is just bothering me like crazy. And the fact that Jim Cummings, who has this amazing voice, and there's other people who deserve it much more than Bob Iger, and besides Jim Cummings, but Winnie the Pooh anniversary coming out, and he's been around for 40 years doing all these different voices, and you're not honoring him or someone else who's worth it. I mean, I'm not saying Bob Iger doesn't eventually should get it, but look, not even Michael Eisner has gotten the Disney Legend Award. Come on.
That's true. Go ahead, Lou.
Well, Bob, let's not forget that in the late 1930s, Time Magazine gave the Man of the Year to that guy with the funny mustache. So being a legend can be positive or negative, can't it?
Yeah, the famous Austrian painter, I believe.
Right.
That's,
Right.
No. So it's so true, and Bob, I think you're exactly right there. That the fact that Jim Cummings does not have a Disney Legend award awarded to him is absolutely insane. It's so crazy. I can't tell you how many different things Jim has worked on over the years. It is crazy. It's a staggering amount. And the fact that Bob is even going to get a Legends award before Michael, it's just so crazy. It's like, I understand you sit on the shoulders of giants right there, and yet he's getting one first. Absolutely crazy. You can see right here, Disney not giving Jim Cummings a legend status when it's Pooh's 100th anniversary, and he's been voicing the character for 40 years now, and among all the other Disney voices is some of the most disrespectful stuff that I've seen them do lately. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, I think and I'm going to see if I can look it up real quick. Grand and Miraculous. It's my good friend Spaceship Ears. He actually had made a comment. Let me see. I think it's here. Give me 1 second to look it up. And I thought his comment was perfect. Oh, there it is. Oops. Let me get that comment there because I thought it was the perfect comment. Oh, you know what? Maybe he put it on Facebook. I'm looking at the wrong page. But he was like, look, the Disney Legends, it's an amazing award. And it's really cool because it's something that, was created to honor all these amazing people. But it seems like it's the People's Choice Award now instead of just, this amazing group of people. And the people who are being nominated are amazing and getting the award. I'm just saying that it just seems like they're just kind of throwing these out like candy now instead of just
a participation trophy.
Yeah, it's a participation trophy instead of just like, hey, we really should honor this person because of, A, B, C, D, E. It's just like, oh, well, they were a good actor, so we're going to give it to them. Okay, fine, whatever. When you have people like Don Hahn and you have people, like Martha Blanding and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, those people, they definitely deserve it. It's awesome. It's great to see them get it. But that's what I want to see. I want to see more of that and less of the, oh, well, we should give this person because they were great as, I don't know, an Iron Man or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it's kind of become like a participation trophy almost, and it's become something that has watered down, I think, the Disney Legends status. When you look at maybe some of the relationships that they're trying to cultivate, right? Giving the award to The Rock and so forth. It's like, come on, guys. Like, really? Like, we really have to be re-examining this thing, I would think. And it's why Tony Baxter was like, hey, Disney Legend, no big deal. Hey, Window on Main Street, that's a big deal. Because he understood that it's just a different caliber. It means a different thing. And it's just a more illustrious class, let's say.
That B-roll, it made me think it could be worse. He could have demanded his own column up there on the roof.
Oh, don't say that, Lou. Don't say that. He's already got a building in New York.
Something with a shower, something tasteful.
Oh, geez.
He's got Miss Piggy. He's got Miss Piggy's, fountain in the shower. His third one.
I bet you he knows about the shower comments too, because apparently he was sleuthing around under different aliases. Very interesting stuff. We have Archer Merchant coming in here with the $2 to slap in the face with 2,700 front row pass. Yeah, a lot of people really upset about the pricing structure related to D23 Expo or the Ultimate Fan Event or whatever you want to call it.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I know a lot of friends, Bob, who have gone to these things every year. And who are like, no, not this time, because it's just too crazy. It's turned from something that was really an outreach effort for the fans, as put on by D23 themselves, to something that is a complete promotional piece for the company, which is fine because you can do some really cool stuff with that. But when you're charging premiums to do it, it's a bad look. It's a bad look.
To be honest with you, when I buy my tickets tomorrow, I am going to try to get the ones for the Honda Center. I didn't do it 2 years ago, but I am going to do it for my daughter and I this time. But I'm going for the 400 seats on the side that are $297. I am not planning on paying $2,700.
Dude,
I can't get them.
I know a gentleman with a really reasonable rate, front row seats to his show, and that's Lou Wasserman's Ghost.
Oh, it's free. Is that the deal?
Yeah, I know your time is precious, and you have a big show tonight. You want to tell the fine folks how to find you tonight?
Every Wednesday night, as among all of you, Vash knows better than most. We do this thing called the Hollywood Backlot with Lou and you, and it used to be with Lou and Vash, and now it's Lou and Culture, and we go into some things that, as I always like to say, oh God, who did he put on the thumbnail? Is that an April Fool's joke, Culture?
No, it would be Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, well, I make a point, as Vash knows, I make a point of not knowing what the topics are going to be, and he just throws them at me, and I respond spontaneously, just like I do here with bad jokes. But bad as in naughty, not as in not funny, I hope. Anyway, there's that, and I always have this little new Patreon thing going on, which is called Lou's Views, and that's where I do the things that I don't do anywhere else, is the best way to describe it. And if you got $5 a month and want to hear what I've got to say about life, the universe, politics, food, wine, culture, and some showbiz, come join us over there. It's moving along slowly but surely. And I told you not to do that, Shirley. But anyway, see, the jokes there are better than the ones here. I hope. Anyhow, and then I'm on the various other shows. I'll be on fewer for the next week or so because travel is beckoning me down towards that Floridian place. And all I can say to all of you is hail, farewell, and enjoy. And congratulations again to Vash, except to Tom, who I have to say, stay hungry, because we will be doing you at one of my favorite places next week, and I can't wait for you to enjoy that.
We're looking forward to it, sir.
Oh,
I've had some fantastic meals with Lou, and he knows his eats, man.
I do.
She hasn't forgotten Lou's Views, Blue's Clues. It's Lou's Views, Lou's Views. She remembers that from T3PO. Oh my goodness!
MJ, you want to bring the gang and drive north 2 hours? We'll have lunch or dinner with you too. I mean,
absolutely. Just let me know. You know how to find me.
I do.
Yes.
That always reminds me. Bob Newhart did that thing about the first nuclear submarine to go around the world underwater, and he's the captain telling him. He says, by the way, I hope you all know that my door has always been open to you during this cruise. I'd like that back before we reach dock. And so, anyway, all right, I got to get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody.
Excellent.
And all the best to all of you.
We got to get you on more often, Lou. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
you.
Been
really fun. Thank you. Awesome stuff. Lou's Views, check it out. And that pod place, of course, you can check them out at Hollywood Backlot with Lou and you. Now, Bob, I know you wanted to plug something really important, and I think that is most appropriate right there. I want to go ahead and get back to the super chats as soon as we can, but Bob, I know you have something important to say. Please go ahead and bring it up while I bring it up. Actually, I'm going to need that link again because I had to repopulate with the StreamYard crash, but please go ahead, Bob.
Sure. So for many of you know that for the last 2 years, the Park Streamers, that's my other channel with Theme Park Casual in Corning, California, we actually created a chalk walk team called the Park Streamers. This year's we're actually calling it Park Streamers and Friends, and we've had some amazing donations. We raised $14,000 the first year. We raised $37,000 last year, which is amazing. Thanks in part to Tom F, who's here because he created an amazing guitar. And with Go and Shogi, who's in the chat, also he contributed as well as our other good friend. What's that? Oh, Izzo. Yep, Izzo's Place. So Izzo's Place, Go and Shogi and Tom created this amazing Pirates of the Caribbean treasure chest that played When You Wish Upon a Star and Pirates of the Caribbean music. The guitar was just amazing. Ironically, if anyone had donated $200 or more, they got into this entry, and thankfully my dad won it. And my dad was so gracious to always donate to the Chalk Walk, but he donated the Chalk Walk guitar to the Chalk hospital so that the children and the staff could play it and use it, which I thought was great. This is our team, the Park Streamers and Friends. Can you go to my page real quick? I don't know if you have that one there. If you scroll down, you just find scroll down and you'll see Barry Place, and you click on that.
Right there. Let's see. Can we find it? Yes.
Members, there we go. So I just created my page the other day. Other people just started fundraising last week, but I haven't had a chance because for those of you who knew me and for those of you who've been reaching out to me to give me your condolences, I just want to say thank you. My dad is holding the guitar in that picture there. Unfortunately, he recently passed away. And so I have not been streaming for about 4 weeks. Today is my first stream in about that time. And I wanted to ease my way into streaming again because I'll be going back out to the parks tomorrow night. But for those of you who've been asking, can I please donate flowers or something like that? In lieu of flowers, I would appreciate if you just go to my Chalk Walk page here and donate in honor of my father, who is a veteran in the Army as well as the Air Force. So I'd appreciate if you do that. Plus, it helps us to raise money for a really good cause. And we really appreciate all your support. All the money you donate on my page goes to our team, Park Streamers and Friends. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys would take the time to do that and support this great cause. And are we saying goodbye now? Is that what we're doing?
Well, it is around that time there.
Okay.
So I think it might be appropriate to start winding down a little bit there. But you have a wonderful channel over there at Berry Place 28, I do believe, right?
Yeah, I do. So you guys want to follow me over at Berry Place 28. We celebrated some milestones while I was taking a hiatus from streaming, unfortunately. I just hit 50,000 subs, so we're going to celebrate that soon in the next few weeks. We also celebrated a 3-year anniversary with Berry Place 28, which is amazing. So we have a lot to celebrate here in the next few weeks. And I'll be doing a stream in honor of my father. We're going to ride all of his favorite rides at Disneyland and DCA in one of our streams here coming up soon. So I hope you guys will come and join me. Many of you have been following me from T3PO. And if you haven't seen my channel, please come follow me. Tomorrow night's stream might be a little different because I'm going to do it kind of in honor of my dad, talk a little bit about what happened, and we're going to try to raise some money. And for my members, we're going to do a members magic moment to give away some amazing prizes and gifts. And then I'll slowly start getting my way back into streaming over the next few weeks. Naomi's here, and some of my mods are here too. So Rachel and whatnot.
I've been here the whole time.
Naomi, huh?
Yeah, Tom's been here the whole time.
Yeah, well, Tom's been here the whole time. Yes, he has. Yeah. But he's been the guest. That's awesome. But thank you to everyone for joining us today. The other thing too, I did launch, and I just want to throw that out there. If you get a chance to check it out, is do you have my Etsy link?
I have it right there. Yep, I got that for you.
I just launched this right before I took a hiatus from streaming, and I opened up a store for, and it was named after my daughter. It's called Ariel's Place. It's really cool. You can go there and buy all sorts of Berry Place merch, and I've got some other cool shirts and other things that you can buy there. But if you want to check it out, please check it out. It's a great new store. It's there. Are you guys able to bring up the...
I believe, is this it right here? Is that Ariel's Place?
Well, that's a shirt. There you go. That's Ariel's Place. So if you go to arielsplace.com, it'll take you to the Etsy store. And I hope you guys will check it out too and support the family. Thank you.
Awesome stuff.
And thank you for having me on the show today.
Of course. I wanted to make sure you felt included. I know you were taking a little bit of a break hiatus, but the way I kind of process these things, everybody processes very differently, obviously.
Yes.
But I like a little bit of escape. I like a little bit of a reprieve. So I wanted to go ahead and include you as part of that. And if you were up for it, great. But if you're not, I completely understand. We were really fortunate to have you. Thank you so much, Bob.
God bless you,
for
Bob.
coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Before we get to a little bit more, some plugs here, let's go ahead and do the thing with here we go, Coco Dragon becoming a new Skywatcher. Thank you so much, very much appreciate that. I know I know your history, Coco, and really do appreciate you becoming a member. I think that's really awesome, and really appreciate your support, especially Snarky to Stink with the $5. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate this. From the Double Dare stage, we slime Bob Disney Destroyer Iger, crowning the phoniest corporate goon that ever lived. Son of a a beach, I guess. Thank you so much. I know you cleaned that up there, and very much appreciate that. I know you're very snarky out there, snarky to stink. But thank you so much for becoming a member and really donating to everybody. That was really cool. Making everybody Skywatchers out there. OG Dutchy as well. Thank you so much. And Kit Kat and Space Dave and everybody out there. Thank you. Tom, I know you got a channel out there, and I'm trying to bring it up right now because I don't have my links. So just to give you some insight, this is a brand newish computer right here, and so I don't have a lot of my resources that I usually have. But Tom, please go ahead.
Here it is. It's in the back, but it's just a little channel, TJ Magnify. On YouTube, I'm going to be covering the rocket launch tonight. Might be a big one. I heard they're going to circle the moon. Doing that tonight. It's gonna be around 6:15, 6:40ish, and let's see what they attempt, and hopefully they go up. But I like to do that, do some crazy things, some music, some AI type of dog bands, and I mod everywhere. I'm like a bad rash, doesn't go away.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sticking around here. So I don't consider you a bad rash, but that's just me.
It's a strange line.
Now, Tom, we gotta get you emoji because you've done so much for this channel right here. So definitely, send me your ideas right there, and we'll get you right in there because I think it would be really cool to honor you in that way. So deserving of it. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to Tom's channel. Yeah, I think so. So. Give me your ideas. I think that'll be really, really cool. And we have Theme Park Wizard coming in here with the $4.99 FanFest month. Woohoo! Yes, I do agree. I have plans to go to FanFest nights because I think that's going to be really, really cool. I think Universal Studios Hollywood is doing an amazing job out there.
Fly out
Did
there.
you buy your tickets, Vash?
I haven't.
Okay. I haven't either. So I don't know. So let's talk and let's maybe go together and we can do. Hey, maybe we can do a Berry Place and Vash Sky.
Vash Sky crossover style stream. That'd be so cool.
Me and MJ can be bribed to fly out there if it's all expenses paid.
To fly where? California?
California, hang out in the parks? Come
Oh,
on.
I don't need all expenses paid. I got my way. But yeah, I would love to go that way. I would love to just go there and maybe walk with Bob and have him show me all of Disneyland and where Walt walked the streets over there. That would be phenomenal. I think that's part of the reason why I've hesitated all these years to get over there. It's just that I probably want like the right person guiding me in the right direction, and directly you will be directed in the right direction. What movie is that from?
Well, Bob,
Alice in Wonderland.
We can help you out if that's the case right there. Speaking of Magical MJ right there, if we could get some Magical MJ's emojis in the chats. She's under producer MJ. Oh, go ahead.
Theme Park Wizard says, I'll pay for all four of you.
Interesting. Let's see if we'll be talking to Wizard shortly about that. Let's see here. We have Magical MJ out there doing amazing stuff. Producer MJ is the emoji in there that you need. Make sure we get those in the chat right there because she is the producer extraordinaire. She does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, folks, to make these shows happen. I'm telling you right now, she's been an enormous help in in getting us to where we are here on Vash Sky ParkCast. Please, MJ, how do we get to all of you?
Oh yeah, no, you said it all. If you follow my Instagram, I have a little link and a few links in my bio description. It tells you where I am on all the channels that I'm invited on. So I appreciate the follows and the likes, and I appreciate being here. And everybody, thank you so much for a wonderful show. The Skyliners, you guys were on fire today. Holy cow, what amazing people we
unbelievable
have in this
support.
Community. Yes,
From
yes.
the Skyliners,
Thank
the Skywatchers, no matter who you are, like literally, it's taken me by surprise. I mean, I was hoping for it'd be really nice to get maybe 5, the first day. That'd be kind of cool. No, you guys blew me away with well over 60 memberships. I am absolutely stunned. Thank you so much. Seriously, I've been working tirelessly, literally day and night, getting almost no sleep, working on these machines here because I'm building an editing rig, and so I had to I had to take what I had because parts are so expensive now. I couldn't buy
shout out to Alpha
EDR
Zero.
came down,
some stuff around. Yeah. RAM came down, yes, but we're in a long way to get back to 2025 levels or whatever. So it was just like, okay, well, let me go ahead and scratch some stuff together because I really want to get you guys amazing content, like really high produced content, and that was part of it. So this all helps out so much to make really my dream come true, and that's bringing content to you. Like, so literally, that's what I want to do. So thank you so much.
Shout out to
for
Alpha Zero out there if you're listening.
Yeah. Big shout out to Alpha Zero, who, by the way, came up with some amazing stuff. But I wasn't able to debut this, and I should have played it. But here you go. For every single breaking news segment now, because I needed one. I was like, I need a breaking news thing. It's like, okay, I gotcha. He was the originator of the breaking news clip, which was one of the first stingers actually for Pro or That Park Place or anything. He was the guy. So give me an updated version. Let me know what you all think with this. A little bit of,
there you go.
That's really
just
awesome.
a little bit,
Yeah.
Vash Sky ParkCast, like
Alpha Zero,
like it.
he's the man. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alpha Zero's the one right there, and thank you so much for make my dream come true. Okay, here we go. I think that's just about enough of that right there. I really want to thank you to every one of our panelists who have come out, who have donated their time right there. Very much appreciate that. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, a little bit of music going right there. We are going to have a show obviously tomorrow. That's going to be at what? The new time I believe for us is it 7 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern, yes.
Redirect you to Marvin right there. I know a lot of people were like, hey, I don't want to choose. I don't want you to choose either. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I think that'll be really, really nice. Now, I would be redirecting you to Ron over there at Follow Bradley's Fun, but it doesn't look like he has a stream up just yet, which is really unfortunate. So Pro is going to have his stream tonight after he watches Super Mario Galaxies. So we'll go ahead and redirect you to where that stream will be. He'll go live in just about 5 hours right there. So at least you have the link right there. And tomorrow, while Bob is streaming, we hope to redirect you to him and support him any way we can, because he deserves it right there. And this weekend, I really want to have a members only stream. So if you haven't become a member, why don't you go ahead and hit that little button right there, and you get some amazing content for that membership. I take that all very, very seriously. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Remember, all of you out there, the sky is the limit.